You're welcome back. Let's talk about Liverpool versus PSG UEFA Champions League Group C clash at Anfield, and lived up to all the billings, lived up to expectations. It was a very exciting game, ended 3-2 in favor of the home side. Daniel Sturridge starting his first Champions League match for Liverpool and scoring in that particular one there. Still a soft reminder to everyone that he's still a good striker. Roberto Firmino came on to score the winner. You know, was doubtful before this game with an eye injury, but he came on and you could see clearly where the goal was. Didn't affect his eyesight at all. Coyote, this game, how would you describe it? 3-2 suggests exciting. End, perhaps.
Yeah, for Daniel Sturridge, his first start in the UEFA Champions League since March 2012.
Wow.
And we know he struggled lately with injury, went on loan to West Brom, they got relegated, came back, and if not for that eye injury to Roberto Firmino, he wouldn't have even been given the chance to start. But he justified his inclusion with the goal. But surprisingly, PSG were somewhat timid and cautious. If you have the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Neymar Jr., Edison Cavani, Angel Di Maria up front, they didn't take advantage of the few chances they had, and the Liverpool defense were not really disturbed for large spells of the game. And I thought on the balance of play, Liverpool deserved to win, even though the first serious opportunity that Kylian Mbappe had, which surprised us late in the second half, I felt, okay, Liverpool will be hard done by. And we saw Xherdan Shaqiri with the corner kick that led to Roberto Firmino's winning goal. And if Liverpool have been able to at least get one over their opponents in the group that look like the contenders to top the group, it means it might be relatively easy for them going forward when they take on the next opponent on the 3rd of October.
Fantastic start for Liverpool there. Let's go and take the post-match thoughts now of Jurgen Klopp. He is obviously a very, very delighted man.
Performance against an outstandingly strong opponent. So it was necessary that we played good. Atmosphere was fantastic. So special to do these things in that stadium. And so, yeah, it was nice. Said to Danny before the game, we're in the best shape since I know you, physical-wise. And now you have to use that. And that's what he did. Super game, super goal. And we have then the opportunity to bring Bobby Firmino. There was no chance yesterday. Absolutely no chance the day before, and this morning he came in and said, I'm fine. I can open the eye again, so good.
Jurgen Klopp there with a bit of praise for the match winner, Roberto Firmino, as well as Daniel Sturridge, who came in for him and scored one of the goals as well. To Neymar, you know, all eyes were on him yesterday. I mean, Neymar has come out and said, I want to win the Champions League with PSG as well. So I know it's still early days, but based on the performance of him yesterday, what are the chances really?
Well, him and the lads, they need to do more.
Are they not allowed to have an off day?
Well, yes, you might say it's early days. That was why I said they need to do more. Majority of these players were brought together because of the Champions League ambition.
Hurriedly assembled.
Well, at that time, but at least they've been able to at least get to the quarterfinals, round of 16. I think now they should be bidding to get to, at worst, the semi-final stage in the UEFA Champions League. Yesterday's performance was a forgettable one. Thomas Tuchel needs to tinker with the lads a lot more because you have a plethora of stars in the team that can deliver on their day. Get them to maintain that top-notch performance because at some point they lost concentration. It was a moment of brilliance that saw Kylian Mbappe getting them that second goal. If the likes of Angel Di Maria, Edison Cavani, and even Neymar Jr. had in a way stepped up their game, maybe they would have given Liverpool a run for their money and possibly go ahead to win that game. But we didn't see that kind of performance. But I believe going forward with the remaining matches in the group stage, they should do just about enough to make it beyond the group.
All right, so that's it for Barcelona. That's it for
PSG.
Liverpool and PSG. Let's move on to Barcelona.
Yeah, the big one.
Where the man was in full flow.
Sure, Lionel Messi. Hardly can we talk about Barcelona these days. We're talking about Lionel Messi, but once again, the little man showed up, and I think at some point you knew that PSV were just there for the taking.
Well, the scoreline didn't suggest how PSV played.
Okay.
because at some point they were evenly matched with Barcelona. Somewhere in the second half it was 1-0. But the brilliance of Messi, Luis Suarez,
the quality,
Ivan Rakitic,
the quality on the other side
just pulled through. You said earlier in your introductory remarks that it was the 8th UEFA Champions League hat-trick for Lionel Messi. It was his 48th career hat-trick. And he has now scored in the UEFA Champions League for the 14th consecutive season.
Wow.
That's some consistency from the Argentine. Eventually, the quality pulled through, and they won by 4-0. Do not forget that in the past 3 editions, they've not made it beyond the quarterfinals. And their arch rival on the local scene, Real Madrid, have won it back to back to back. So that's an added incentive, so to speak, for them to want to better their performances in the past few seasons. The last time they won it was in 2015 when they defeated Juventus. So I believe they will want to give it their best shot, go all the way, and give other teams from other parts of Europe a run for their money.
Okay.
Okay, so...
so let's talk about today. The games today, let's see if we can quickly run through the fixtures for you. A lot of interesting things to talk about today as we look at it. Ajax will take on AEK Athens. You have Benfica taking on Bayern. You have Shakhtar Donetsk taking on Offenheim. These are some of the matches that will be played today. Of course, there are more. Of course, you have Manchester City taking on Lyon. The big one, Real Madrid taking on AS Roma. You also have some fixtures. Interesting one there. Victoria Pleasant taking on CSK Moscow. Interesting matches to look at for Valencia. We take on Juventus. Young Boys, Switzerland, will take on Manchester United. That's our next talking point. And Kayode, you look at those guys, young boys, I mean, the big boys are in town. They are the young boys. But, of course, they fancy their chances of, facing a United side that have lost that fear factor somewhat.
But lately, United, they seem to have found their mojo. Recall after that back-to-back defeat to Brighton and Hove Albion, then Tottenham Hotspur, they won 2 away games, defeating Watford last week as well, coming up victorious. And I felt that was in a way a turning point. Now, young boys are debutants in the Champions League. The last time they were in the group stage was back in the 40s. Every now and then, they always get booted out at the qualifying stage. Manchester United should comfortably pick the valuable points on the road. But the Manchester United side we've witnessed again and again in the past few seasons should suggest that they may just have that inconsistency. You just have to be cautious in your expectation with Manchester United.
Yeah, but this game has been, the build-up has been dominated by the fact that this match will be played on an artificial turf. And could that be a problem?
In a way, it could be. They play...
Should it be a problem?
Well,
we're talking of Manchester
if it's not your natural habitat,
and
all of a sudden you find yourself playing on a synthetic pitch, it might take you a while to adjust. And because these boys, the own team, play there regularly, they might take advantage of that.
Sort of advantage.
But your professionals, you should be able to find a way around it. I would expect Jose Mourinho to know how to go about it, because he wouldn't want to upset that momentum that they seem to have, having won 2 games back to back.
Okay, Jose Mourinho having his say, telling us no excuses. We're going to play the game. We're going to get a good result. Let's listen to the Manchester United manager now, Jose Mourinho.
I can get as an example. We are in Switzerland, the home of one of the best ever tennis player, I'm sorry. And I'm pretty sure that the big man sometimes is not happy to play in such a surface, but he has to play, and he has to win. And everybody knows he has a favorite surface, but he has also to win in the surfaces that he's not in love with. So we have to do it. Valencia is the only one that demanded from us his situation. We need to protect his clinical situation.
All right, Jose picking his words carefully, and of course, there are no excuses.
Nah, not at all. I mean, just go out there, you're professionals, find a way, adapt, and go ahead and get all 3 points, and perhaps, start the group campaign with a victory. That's for Manchester United players.
Sorry, if I may just interject, they shouldn't forget that they have Valencia and Juventus in the group.
So
this is just one of the easier games now, so they need to pick the points.
Interesting. Let's go to the camp of the young boys now. Yeah, they're making their debut, but they're pretty confident that they can perhaps upset the apple cart against United tonight.
We come out of a phase where we've won a lot of games. We were able to gain a lot of confidence. Also, in terms of games on the European stage, we were able to gain a lot of confidence in the games, such as CSKA Moscow, which we lost, but nevertheless, I think it was a big experience for us. So we take this into this group stage as well. And also the courage to play offensive football. I think we've shown in the past that we are able to play good football, physically strong, and I think these are things that you cannot underestimate.
For a team who's not used to play on this synthetical pitch, going to be at the start a special feeling. But I think with the training they're going to have tonight and the warm-up, these players have the qualities you need to play on this pitch. This is the speed, the technique. So I don't think that's going to be a big problem for these big players.
Yeah, that's the coach of BSC Young Boys. In case you're wondering, are they really a young side there? Average squad age of 25. So, yeah, not too old, not too young, you'd say.
Let's
move on quickly. Real Madrid, Roma, champions, title defense against. That's a very tough way to start.
That's the pick of the bunch. Defending champions, back-to-back winners against semi-finalists last year, AS Roma. And for Real Madrid, they've moved past the CR7 phase. Now they're focusing on Gareth Bale, who has scored 3 goals in 4 games with 2 assists. Is in blistering form at the moment. Well, Benzema, yes. Yeah, I just said to live this season quite well compared to last season or the season before.
As the guy who's expected to get the goals as of when he plays with Ronaldo, well, supporting cast.
You really can't look beyond Real Madrid in this game, but AS Roma just want to cause an upset.
Right.
Yes, they struggled last weekend against Kiev, allowing them to get a draw, ended 2-2. But I will have to give it to Real Madrid to get the 3 points.
Okay, 3 points for Real Madrid. Let's move on quickly to the match between Manchester City and Lyon. Manchester City, the Champions League is fast becoming the holy grail for them. They came up just short, losing to Liverpool last time. But this time around, they want to start on a winning note as well, too. And the assistant coach of the team, Mikel Arteta, has been speaking ahead of this game. You recall Pep Guardiola is suspended.
Right, when you have a team that's won it 3 times in a row, but that means that we're doing the things really well, you know, that people are really seriously thinking that we are candidates to compete against other teams in Europe. And that's it. That has to be a motivation, not a pressure. And that's the way we take it. And hopefully, again, we can improve what we've done in the last 2 seasons because we came short. It has to be Real Madrid. They have something special toward this competition, and they deal with every single detail better than anybody else in these competitions. And for me, they are the main favorites. The rest, we have to catch up, we have to learn, and we have to make that gap smaller, you know. But I think it's a very open Champions League. I think it was the case last season, and I think it will be the case this season, and there will be surprises because the difference between the team is not that big.